Hi, this is Ashish Kyal here from Wave Strategy Advisors. We have a small presentation on the stocks we discussed today morning on Z Business for the elections peaks, I would say. So the first recommendation that I made in the morning is buying of ACC. As you can see on the screen, the reason for ACC is because one of the factors that market looks like currently discounting is clear victory by the government in coming elections, and the infrastructure spending and spending on the projects, power projects should increase, which will again help ACC definitely from the cement space if the spending on infrastructure increases. So first recommendation is ACC, but in order to derive the stop loss and targets, it becomes necessary to use the tools of technical analysis. So based on technical analysis, I am seeing a very strong pattern over here, which is probably an HNS pattern. Normally, an HNS pattern is valid when it is seen after an extended up move, which is then valid for a bearish count, and then after an extended down move, inverse HNS pattern is more valid. But I would still look at it as an accumulation over here, and my target for ACC would be somewhere around 1500 levels, and one can buy it with a stop loss of 1100. Also, one should keep in mind the momentum right now is very strong. So if the momentum dies out of the market and the major market reverses, I would suggest to exit the position. But from investment perspective, this looks to be a pretty good pattern, and one can hold ACC. The second pick that I have is uh, Crompton Greaves. It is also believed that there will be spending on uh, capital goods sector. The capital goods sector should be doing good based on the fact that spending on infra projects again and power projects should help companies like Crompton Greaves, which is the mid-cap capital good company. We can already see the performance across in L&T and BHAL, and they have been pretty outperforming for quite some time based on the outcome that the polls have shown a clear majority by the government in the forthcoming election. So Crompton Greaves is good. One of the factor based on which the technical factor which we can see is again a period of accumulation over here. I'll just show a period of accumulation and then the breakout on the upside, which we can see. So this looks to be quite appealing. The target we have shown for Crompton Greaves is somewhere around 185. It's a conservative target. It will be around 175 to 185, which is the previous high. So that becomes the target, and the stop loss one has to maintain is somewhere around 120, which is this low over here. The third peak which we discussed was Gujarat Pipavav port. Definitely Gujarat-based companies are doing pretty good uh, based on over past few months in expectation that NDA government is going to be formed in forthcoming election and come out with clear majority along with alliances. So Gujarat Pipavav Port Limited should is doing very good currently. Post-election, we can see some turns again on the downside because market rallies based on the expectation and anticipation, and once the elections results are out, it normally can also turn. So the entire discussion today we are doing is based on anticipation, and post-election results, the scenario might change. Gujarat Pipavav looks to be in a pretty strong up move. The expectation is that it can move towards somewhere around 110 level as the target, and the stop loss should be somewhere around 70. The target of 110 is based on the fact that it is twice the first leg on upside. We are not using Elliott wave on this stock, but looking at the normal other technical analysis, this looks to be a possibility. The stop loss looks pretty good, somewhere around 70, which is the area of previous consolidation on this uh, chart. And also, if you check here, there is also again a period of accumulation which can be seen over here, which looks very similar to what ACC is doing, what Crompton Greaves is doing. And after the accumulation, there is a strong breakout on the upside. So Gujarat Pipavav becomes the third stock as an election peak. The fourth stock will be ZIL. This is little out of the box. The thought over here is Z should be doing good based on the fact that the Z group company should do good based on the fact that there will be spending for the election campaign on ads. There will be spending by the government in order to promote their respective, their respective uh, groups. So Z should be doing good. The viewership should increase, and this stock can perform pretty well and reach somewhere around 330 levels on the upside, which is the channel resistance. But the stop loss has to be maintained, which is somewhere around 250 levels, which is the break of the channel as well, and adjust little below the consolidation area to give that much leeway. So ZIL will be the fourth pick. So the total picks we have as of now is four, which is ACC, Crompton Greaves, Gujarat Pipavav Port, and ZIL. We will again issue an immediate update once we see any major changes in the outlook of this stock. Uh, Feel free to get in touch with us on wavestrategy.com or write to us at helpdesk@wavestrategy.com for any information. Thank you very much.